What makes a city truly hated? Is it the unbearable traffic, the sky-high cost of living, or maybe the crime rates that leave residents constantly looking over their shoulders? We've all heard people grumble about certain places, but some cities seem to have earned a special place in the hearts of critics everywhere. In today's video, we're counting down the top 10 most hated cities in the United States. Now, before you grab your pitchforks, remember that this list isn't about bashing these cities without cause. Each place has its strengths and loyal fans, but today we're focusing on the reasons why these cities have earned a bad rap. Whether you're planning a move, curious about public perception, or just here for the drama, you'll find plenty of food for thought. So, without further ado, let's dive into the countdown. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest content. Let's see which city tops the list. Number 10. Los Angeles in California. Let's kick things off with Los Angeles, the city of angels. Known for its glitz, glamour, and Hollywood stars, LA also has a notorious reputation for some pretty major downsides. Ask any Angelino what they hate most about their city, and there's a good chance they'll mention the traffic. LA consistently ranks among the cities with the worst traffic congestion in the world. According to the INRIX Global Traffic Scorecard, Los Angeles drivers spent an average of 89 hours stuck in traffic in 2023. That's more than 2.5 days of your life wasted in your car every year. Then there's the cost of living. LA is one of the most expensive cities in the United States, with sky-high rents and real estate prices. The median home price in Los Angeles is over $800,000, which is more than double the national average. Renters aren't faring much better, with average monthly rents for a one-bedroom apartment hovering around $2,500. Los Angeles is also grappling with a severe homelessness crisis. The city has one of the highest rates of homelessness in the country, with more than 66,000 people experiencing homelessness in LA County as of 2022. This issue has sparked heated debates over housing policy and public safety. While Los Angeles has plenty of attractions and a mild climate, these issues make it one of the most hated cities in the U.S. Whether you're a resident or just passing through, Louisiana can be a tough place to love. Number 9. San Francisco in California. Next up, we head north to San Francisco, another Californian city that's been on the receiving end of some serious criticism in recent years. San Francisco is notorious for its astronomical cost of living. In 2023, the median home price in San Francisco was a staggering $1.4 million, and the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment was over $3,500 per month. These prices make San Francisco one of the least affordable cities in the country, forcing many residents to spend a large portion of their income on housing. The influx of tech workers has also transformed the city, leading to gentrification and displacement in many neighborhoods. Longtime residents have been pushed out as tech companies have driven up the cost of living, leading to tensions between old and new San Franciscans. Like Los Angeles, San Francisco is also struggling with a significant homelessness problem. The city's homelessness crisis is highly visible, particularly in areas like the Tenderloin district. This issue, combined with concerns about public cleanliness, particularly in the downtown area, has led to complaints about the quality of life in San Francisco. San Francisco's combination of sky-high living costs, gentrification, and visible social issues has made it a city that's both loved and loathed. For many, the challenges of living in the Bay Area outweigh its many charms. Number 8. New York City in New York. New York City, the city that never sleeps. But for some, it's also the city that never lets you breathe. Despite being one of the most iconic cities in the world, NYC has its fair share of detractors. New York is one of the most densely populated cities in the United States, and with that density comes a host of problems. The cost of living is one of the highest in the country, with the median rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan reaching over $4,000 per month in 2023. Home prices are similarly steep, with the median price for a home in Manhattan sitting around $1.2 million. The hustle and bustle that make New York so vibrant are also what make it overwhelming for many. The constant noise, the never-ending traffic, and the pollution can be exhausting. Air quality is often poor, and the streets can be dirty, particularly in heavily trafficked areas. And then there are the rats. New York City is infamous for its rodent problem, with reports of rat sightings increasing in recent years. The city's rats have become something of a cultural phenomenon, but they're certainly not something most people want to deal with in their daily lives. New York City has a lot to offer, from world-class museums to a diverse food scene. But the high cost of living, noise, pollution, and other urban woes make it a city that's easy to hate, especially for those who value peace and quiet. Number 7. Miami in Florida. Miami might be famous for its beaches, nightlife, and vibrant culture, but it's also a city that many people love to hate. One of the biggest complaints about Miami is the traffic. The city's public transportation system is notoriously inadequate, meaning most residents rely on cars to get around. As a result, traffic congestion is a major issue, with rush hour often turning the city's highways into parking lots. Miami's tropical climate is a double-edged sword. While the warm weather is a draw for many, it also comes with intense humidity, frequent rainstorms, and the constant threat of hurricanes. The city's location also makes it highly vulnerable to sea level rise, which is already causing issues with flooding during high tides. Miami is also a city of stark contrasts, with immense wealth existing alongside significant poverty. This wealth disparity is often visible, leading to a sense of inequality and social tension. The city's crime rate, particularly violent crime, is higher than the national average, contributing to its negative reputation. Miami's combination of traffic woes, weather extremes, and social disparities makes it a challenging place to live for many. While it has its undeniable charms, it's also a city that can quickly wear on its residents. Number 6. Chicago in Illinois. Chicago, the Windy City, has long been a major cultural and economic hub in the Midwest. However, it's also a city that faces significant challenges, leading to a fair amount of dislike. Chicago is often in the news for its crime rates, particularly gun violence. The city has struggled with gang-related violence for decades, and despite efforts to curb the problem, Chicago's crime rate remains higher than the national average. This reputation for violence has earned the city a place on many people's lists of most hated places. The weather in Chicago is another major complaint. The city experiences harsh winters, with freezing temperatures, heavy snowfall, and biting winds that make going outside a miserable experience. Summers can be sweltering and humid, offering little respite from the extreme conditions. Chicago also has some of the highest taxes in the country, particularly property taxes. This, combined with a history of political corruption, has left many residents feeling frustrated and disillusioned with their city's leadership. Chicago's crime, extreme weather, and high taxes make it a tough place to live for many, despite its rich cultural offerings and vibrant neighborhoods. These challenges have earned it a spot on our list of most hated cities. Number 5. Phoenix in Arizona. Phoenix, the capital of Arizona, is a city known for its scorching heat and sprawling suburbs. But while some love the desert lifestyle, others have plenty of reasons to dislike Phoenix. Let's start with the obvious, the heat. Phoenix is one of the hottest cities in the United States, with summer temperatures regularly exceeding 110 degrees Fahrenheit. The extreme heat can make life in Phoenix unbearable for many, particularly those who are not accustomed to desert climates. Even air conditioning offers only temporary relief, and the heat can be dangerous, particularly for vulnerable populations. Phoenix is also known for its urban sprawl, with vast stretches of suburbs spreading out from the city center. This sprawl has led to long commutes, a lack of walkable neighborhoods, and a dependence on cars for even the most basic errands. For those who value walkability and public transportation, Phoenix can be a frustrating place to live. Another major issue facing Phoenix is water scarcity. The city is located in a desert region, and as such, it has always faced challenges with water supply. However, with increasing droughts and overuse of water resources, Phoenix's water issues are becoming more severe. Phoenix's extreme heat, urban sprawl, and water concerns make it a city that's not for everyone. While some people love the desert lifestyle and the wide open spaces, others find it tough to handle, earning Phoenix a place on our list of the most hated cities in the U.S. Number 4. Houston in Texas. Houston, the largest city in Texas, is known for its booming energy industry, diverse population, and sprawling metropolis. However, it's also a city that faces significant challenges, leading to a fair share of detractors. Houston is notorious for its traffic and urban sprawl. The city's lack of zoning laws has led to a haphazard development pattern, with businesses and homes spread out over vast areas. This urban sprawl makes Houston heavily car-dependent, And traffic congestion is a daily struggle for residents. The average Houstonian spends about 75 hours a year stuck in traffic, according to a 2021 study by INRIX. Houston is also highly prone to flooding, which has become a more frequent and severe issue in recent years. The city's flat landscape, coupled with rapid development that has reduced natural drainage, makes it particularly vulnerable to heavy rains and hurricanes. Houston's hot, humid climate can be oppressive, particularly in the summer months when temperatures soar into the 90s with high humidity. The city also struggles with air pollution, largely due to its proximity to oil refineries and chemical plants. Houston's traffic, urban sprawl, flooding risks, and pollution make it a challenging place to live for many. While the city has a lot to offer, these issues contribute to its reputation as one of the most hated cities in the United States. Number 3. Las Vegas in Nevada. Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, may be a great place to visit, but living there is a different story. The city is polarizing, with some loving the glitz and glamour, while others can't stand the downsides of Sin City. Las Vegas's economy is heavily dependent on tourism, which can be a double-edged sword. While the city thrives during boom times, it's highly vulnerable during economic downturns or events like the COVID-19 pandemic, which caused tourism to plummet and led to widespread job losses. This economic instability can make life in Las Vegas uncertain and stressful for many residents. Like Phoenix, Las Vegas is known for its extreme desert heat. Summer temperatures often exceed 100 degrees Fahrenheit, making outdoor activities unbearable for much of the year. The constant need for air conditioning drives up energy bills and makes it difficult to enjoy the outdoors. Las Vegas's reputation as a city of excess also comes with higher crime rates, particularly in certain neighborhoods. The city's transient population, fueled by its tourism industry, can lead to a sense of instability and lack of community among residents. Las Vegas's tourism-dependent economy, extreme heat, water scarcity, and crime issues make it a challenging place to live for many. While it's a great place to visit, the realities of living in Las Vegas can quickly turn the excitement into frustration, earning it a spot on our list of most hated cities. Number 2. Washington, D.C. The nation's capital, Washington, D.C., is a city steeped in history and political power. However, it's also a city that many people love to hate. As the center of American politics, Washington, D.C. is a magnet for political tensions and protests. The city is often the stage for large-scale demonstrations, political rallies, and sometimes even violent clashes. This constant political turmoil can be exhausting for residents, who may feel like they're living in a pressure cooker. Washington, D.C. is one of the most expensive cities in the country, with a cost of living that is significantly higher than the national average. The median home price in D.C. is around $700,000, and rents are similarly high, with the average one-bedroom apartment costing over $2,500 per month. For many residents, the high cost of living is a major source of stress. The city's traffic is another major complaint. Washington, D.C. has some of the worst traffic congestion in the country, with drivers spending an average of 124 hours a year stuck in traffic, according to the INRIX Global Traffic Scorecard. While the city does have a public transportation system, it's often criticized for being unreliable and overcrowded, adding to the frustration. While D.C.'s crime rate has improved in recent years, the city still struggles with higher than average crime rates, particularly in certain neighborhoods. This can make some areas of the city feel unsafe, further contributing to its negative reputation. Washington, D.C.'s political tensions, high cost of living, traffic, and crime concerns make it a challenging place to live for many. While it's an exciting city with a lot to offer, these issues contribute to its status as one of the most hated cities in the U.S. Number 1. Detroit in Michigan. Topping our list as the most hated city in the United States is Detroit, Michigan. Once a thriving industrial powerhouse, Detroit has faced some of the toughest challenges of any American city in recent decades. Detroit's economic decline is well documented. The city was hit hard by the collapse of the auto industry, leading to widespread job losses and a shrinking population. Detroit's population has declined by more than 60% from its peak in the 1950s, leaving many neighborhoods with vacant homes and abandoned buildings. Detroit is often associated with high crime rates, particularly violent crime. The city has one of the highest murder rates in the country, and residents frequently express concerns about safety. Despite efforts to improve public safety, crime remains a significant issue in many parts of the city. One of the most visible signs of Detroit's struggles is the prevalence of blight and abandonment. The city is home to tens of thousands of vacant homes and buildings, which create a sense of decay and hopelessness in many neighborhoods. These abandoned properties not only drag down property values, but also contribute to crime and other social issues. Detroit's economic decline, high crime rates, blight, and poor infrastructure make it the most hated city in the United States in 2025. While the city has a rich history and a resilient community, the challenges it faces are immense. For many, these issues overshadow the city's potential, making it a difficult place to live and a top contender on our list of most hated cities. There you have it, the top 10 most hated cities in the United States. From sky-high costs of living and unbearable traffic to crime and economic woes, these cities have earned their reputations for a reason. But remember, every city has its pros and cons, and what might make one person hate a place could be what someone else loves about it. If you enjoyed this video or found it informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Globe Discoveries for more deep dives into the places and spaces that shape our world. Have you lived in or visited any of these cities? Do you agree with our list, or did we miss a city that deserves to be here? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.